Hi, it's Rolla, and it is Wednesday. So Wednesday is our women's circle, our spiritual morning, which is good fun. So last week, when we were talking, a couple of different things came up. One was indigo, crystal, rainbow children. So that's what we're going to look at today. And next week, we're going to look at space clearing within the house, because I think that's really, really important to have a look at. Especially when we are in the house for so long at the moment. It's good to know tools that you can use to clear the energy, and move yourself forward. So today is indigo children. So it's got some information we can share. We're going to do a meditation. I think we might. Morning, Jane. Hi, Laura. I think we might we will do a meditation of some sort. I think we're going to either tap into our inner child or our life purpose or our mission, just around that idea of indigo, rainbow and crystal. Hi Vic, nice to see you. Morning Jane, morning Laura. So if you feel that you are either an indigo, crystal or rainbow, let me know, or if your children are, let me know. That would be really interesting to see here. I am indigo. My son is, I'm a early indigo. My son is a very late indigo, and my daughter is a crystal, because I can just tell from the traits and the energy of her. But we're going to talk about it all later. So let's do card of the day. So this is the indigo card deck, which I thought was appropriate for today. And we've got authority. Now that's hilarious, because one of the things with indigos is the whole issue around authority. Indigos don't take well to being told what to do. Being told, like in lockdown, what we can and what we can't do. We don't like it. We don't tend to. Don't tend to respond well to authority that we feel is misplaced or is wrong. But we'll come on to that later. But this card is authority. So is there an authority in your life at the moment that you are questioning? Is there, with that sort of indigo spirit, is there an authority at the moment that doesn't resonate with you, that you're querying? Is there an authority at the moment that you actually need to step into your own inner authority? You need to step into your own space and your own energy and take those steps forward and be that energy of authority. They are the messages that I feel are coming up with this card today. So it's all around authority, either stepping into your own inner authority or questioning other authorities that are around you and setting the rules and things. So that is the card for today, authority. So love that. So and I'll talk about authority when I talk about the indigos, because it really does summarise the energies quite specifically. Let's have a quick scroll. Right, bear with me 1 second. I just need to grab something that I've forgotten to get. Highly professional live. Laura says yes, and my kids are crystal rainbow. Yeah, so many children are extremely sensitive, so it's a really so I mean, whether it's just that the people I come in contact have sensitive children, which could well be, laws of attraction and all that, or whether it's that actually there's more coming through, the volumes are coming through. It's a very interesting, I see so many, you can just recognise them, that and I don't particularly see the aura, which is where the colour name comes from, but it's an energy thing that I feel, and the way that they're reacting and parented and being parented. James says, I don't know anything about this subject. Right, well, I'm going to talk about it. I'm actually writing, and last year, over a year ago in fact, more like 15 months ago, I started writing a book around this sort of subject, around supporting your spiritual, what do they call it? Supporting your sensitive child spiritually. And one of the key things is looking at the indigos, the crystals and the rainbow children. So if I give you some rough outline facts. So indigo children were roughly from the 70s through to the early 2000s. With all of these dates, there are trailblazers. So I know indigos that are actually were born in the 60s, because actually if you think of that bell curve that sort of defines everything, there are always early adopters. There are always people that come through just to start the movement, to start getting things shifting. So there were people that came through even in the 50s and the 60s who are indigos, who are now standing, you know, in their power. So at the age of sort of 60s and heading into their 70s, they are their leaders, thought leaders as well, and they are there. But they're also, to my mind, very late indigos. My son is definitely an indigo. He's definitely got the warrior instinct, and he wasn't born till 2008, when officially 2004 was sort of the cut-off. But like I said, that curve goes up and it goes down. So a lot of the children who were born in the 70s, 80s, 90s will be, not to be indigos, will have been born in the 70s, 80s and 90s. And then it could tail off, but there will still be more. And a lot of these timelines, they do cross over as well. So we then move on to the crystal children, roughly 2004 through to about 2008. But again, think of that bell curve. There are some that are coming in earlier. So some parents, or certainly parents now, it's 2020, so they will be parenting now. So, you know, parents in their 20s, even in their mid-20s, could still be crystal children. Just they were the early adopters. They were the ones that were coming through to blaze that energy through. And that's really, and then again they sort of tailed off, and then towards the late 2000s you have the rainbow children coming in, and that's still going through. I have a feeling there's another energy that's come through, but I haven't had time to research it. So these energies, like I say, it's all that curve. So you've got the early adopters, you've got the main bulk, and then you've got the tail ends, and they do cross over. Because the energies are all different. And one important thing, what was I going to say? It's just the parents, parenting, that as an indigo, I have an indigo child, I have a crystal child, but a lot of crystal parents will have crystal or will have rainbow children. So the children are coming into parents who are also of that nature. They are also the crystal, rainbow, or the indigo energies. Now these names, they all just come from the aura. So the colour of the aura. Indigo have indigo auras. Crystals have like an opalescent aura, and rainbows obviously have all the colours of the rainbow in them. So there's lots. So that's really where the names come from. But I find it really interesting, and it's really helped me understand myself, and it's really helped me understand my family and their needs, and why the norms and the boxes don't work. So if you have a child who just doesn't fit into the norms, won't do things, won't be things, which we'll come on to in a minute, then there's every chance that they too are one of these sensitive children that have come through. So we've got Kim is an indigo child born in the 60s, yeah. And she's been connecting with indigo all this week. I know I love that when you sort of know that something's coming up and the body starts and the energy starts processing already. I love it. And Kim thinks the daughter is a crystal child. Yeah, every chance that she is. Yeah. How do I know what I am and my kids if I don't see auras? I'm going to talk through what the sort of the characteristics, if you like, are of the indigo, crystal, and rainbow children. So, and then you might resonate with one, you might not at all, and that's absolutely fine. It's one of those things. It's a label, if you like, and I'm not always happy with using labels. But for me, this particular label, because it's not one that's being forced on people, it's one that you discover yourself, I feel can be quite helpful. So, Jane, it might resonate with you, it might not at all, and either way is absolutely fine. So, hey Hannah, nice to see you. So yeah, let's talk about indigos for a little while. Now these energies they are highly sensitive, they are psychic, they are clairvoyant. They hate dishonesty and lies, and they will call you out for it. If they think that the reason you're giving is not a truth, they will know and they will call you out. And again, authority, with the card that we had today, they will call out authorities as well. So teachers, teaching assistants in particular, my son was extremely intolerant of, shall we say. So yes, that's teachers he was okay because he sort of respected those. Teaching assistants, not so much. So yes, but that dishonesty, that lies, if you try and push a lie or a dishonesty or something dishonest onto an indigo, they will react. Their ruffles come up. You just feel it. It's just there, and it's So very much that's an indigo trait. That don't tell me what to do. Don't, and I will question your authority if I don't believe that you've got it. If I don't believe you've got the research or the science, if I don't believe you have the qualifications or the experience to be telling me this, then I'm not going to follow what you say, but I'm going to question it. And so that's very much an indigo trait. They are, and following on that, their emotions are very black and white. So if they are in an emotion of you can't get them to switch emotions. You can't make them feel joy or peace or calm. If they are not feeling joy, peace or calm, they won't do it. So things like meditation, mindfulness, those sort of things where you try and, I'm going to say the word force, a spirit of calm doesn't necessarily work. And this is something I found with my son. I was just, I spent lots of money and time learning all these skills, and it just wouldn't work because actually his energy at that moment, his vibration was not aligned with that peace and calm, and until it was aligned with it, nothing happens. So that they are very black and white with their emotions, and they will hold that emotion. They will hold a grudge for sure, but they will not pretend to be something that they are not on an emotional level, especially not to make you feel better. Not Diana Cooper, Doreen Virtue calls them also autistic children, as in AWE, because they are awesome, because they are so very different to others. They are here about changing from the 3D up to the 5D, so they're all about changing that instinct. And one of the most important words I haven't used yet is warrior. They are a warrior instinct. They are trailblazing. They are changing things from the inside out, and things. So things I wrote this a couple of years ago, some of the words, but things like, we had the banking institution that all changed a few years ago. We have education and housing. We are going through a flipping lockdown at the moment, plague, and everything has changed. And sorry, my daughter in the padding pool just fallen in. She fell off the dolphin. She's a crystal child, what can I say? Where was I? Yes, so everything is changing. So how, this indigo energy, this warrior, this change energy, is I find it very vibrant at the moment, because what's the world going to look like when we fully come out of lockdown? And not just come out of lockdown, but when this COVID-19 is gone, what's the world going to look like? Because actually, as people, we have proven that we can work from home. We don't need to be in an office to do our work. We have proven that children can be taught at home. I don't really want to. I've done homeschooling, and it's nothing like what we're going through at the moment. But these barriers that society have said, this is what you must do, they've been broken down. So much has changed. So much of that authority that we've had instilled on us is not there anymore. Interesting. So she's falling in again. Oh, she's so funny. So that is so that's a really interesting tie-in with the times that we live in as well. So just think, how are you responding to sort of the lockdown, to the situation at the moment, the timing, and they won't try and be forced and fit in a box. So particularly at school, where they want them to sit, do this, do that, they'll do it their way. And if that means that they're sitting under the desk doing the writing, they'll sit under the desk doing the writing. They won't fit the boxes that people have. Jane says my son's Asperger's sounds like him. 36. Yeah, he would definitely. Yeah, age-wise, he would fit into that curve for sure. So yeah, it does sound like he's an indigo. Again, Diana Cooper and Lee Carroll, they talk about autism and ACDC. What's the one? You know what I mean? All the ASDs and the Asperger's and stuff. That they have that's a label for actually the qualities that are within the indigo trait. So it's a really interesting one, the indigo trait has been relabeled by the medical into these autistic traits as well. So it's really, really interesting. So yeah, I'm not going to do it today, but I will share a post on lots of different books and tools that you can go and look at around indigos, because it's a fascinating subject. So yeah, that's the indigo energy, that warrior energy, that authority crushing energy. Don't tell me what to do, I'm going to do it my way. Bear with me a second. Lovely, thank you. Postman's just been. Right, where was I going? Yeah, so that's the indigo energy. Crystals energy, so this is the early 2000s to sort of 2010-ish. So crystals, they have that opalescent aura. These are a whole different breed of children. They are happy, they are forgiving, they are loving, they're really huggy, they are really, they're highly sensitive. They are a whole different type of child compared to the indigos. They are gentle, they are artistic, like I said, they are highly sensitive. They pick up on emotions, that, you know, they will be picking up on your emotion and thinking it's their emotion, or they'll be picking up on their friends' emotions. So if one of their friends at school is being unhappy, they take that home and, well, were you unhappy? And sometimes they might say, well, because so-and-so is really, really sad. But sometimes they'll say, I don't know, I've just got this really sad energy that something's going wrong or something, you know. They won't necessarily, depending on their age and their emotional abilities, they won't necessarily know that it's theirs. It's that empath of taking it on. So that's something as a parent, if you've got a crystal child, to really be aware of, to be able to support them as to what isn't theirs and to be able to clear their energy. Kim says, I'm still like that, I want to do things my own way. Absolutely, it's the indigo, and it's never going to go away because that is part of your energy signature, that indigo energy. So I love it. Yeah, so the crystal children, they can have very delicate digestions. They might be very specific about what they want to eat, and they might want to eat the same thing all the time. So yeah, I'm trying to have a conversation, but she doesn't know she's a crystal, but she's just outside. Yeah, so their digestion can be very delicate, so they might do better with a vegetarian food rather than sort of meat and dairy. There's that sort of real sensitivity within their physical being as well. They can often be late speakers. They are telepathic, and because they've got this telepathy, and you know, if you have a sensitive child, you just know what's wrong with them. You just know that something's wrong. You need to go and get them. It's just it's a telepathic. You don't know why. It's just those chords working, and you just know. So they get that across. They are very creative and very artistic. Like nothing more than having pens in the hand and doing drawing. And they have hypnotic eyes as well. Some of them, you just look in their eyes and they're just, the shapes of them are very different eyes as well. So that is crystal children. Yeah, really happy, loving, buoyant energies, yeah, and with that great creative element. So like I say, very different to that warrior indigo element. Next we have rainbow children, which is from the late 2000s onwards, and these have a rainbow aura, so they carry all the colours of the rainbow in their aura, and they love colour. So they'll be the ones wearing multiple colours all over their bodies, you know, different coloured tops, socks and shorts. It'll all be different, and they'll be extremely happy. Dress them in grey, not going to be happy at all. They need that colour and that vibrancy because it's part of their energy again. Now these rainbow children, this is their first life here. They have no karma. They don't know the ways of the world. So again, the rules, those authorities, they are not aware of them, because that's not part of their experience. They are very high vibration as well. They are fearless because it's their first time here. They don't have that sense of ingrained generational fear that a lot of us can carry around with us. They can be hyperactive. They're very busy. do lots of multiple things all at the same time. They come through to positive families as well. So you won't find a rainbow child in a traumatic situation. Is there a towel on the benches out there, Caris?
No.
Oh. Why don't you go on the swing for a minute?
No. Shoes.
Make sure everything, put it back down the wash by the washing machine. What was I saying? Yeah, positive families. So you will only find them in positive energy families. They will not be going to families where there are severe issues, because their energy would just not cut. They would just shut down. So whereas indigo children you would find in those situations, with rainbow children, they need that supportive, nurturing, lessons in life sort of relationship. And that is why you will get the rainbow children coming through to parents who are crystals or indigos, because they are already high vibration. They are aware of their they're aware of their energy, their personal energy, and they are aware of the energy and the effect of that on their children as well. So a lot of the parenting things are changing and have changed. There's lots of this connected parenting, conscious parenting. I can't think of the other ones, but you see a lot of that sort of stuff. Well, perhaps I do because of being a parent. There's a lot of it out there because the parenting style has changed. Obviously, from our own parents, we do things differently, but because the needs of the children are different, because those children are so sensitive that they cannot take the childhood that perhaps we as indigos had. It wouldn't resonate with them. They need things differently. Like being able to go in the paddling pool at 10 o'clock in the morning. Why not? So they are, again, they're psychic. They are healers as well. If you've got a rainbow child or a rainbow grandchild, their energy is amazing. It's like on fire, because it's that very high vibration. They're 5D already. They're not having to go through any ascension or any heart opening. They are just there. They are healers, hyperactive. So very high vibration, and they're just here for the human experience. And it's a very different. So all the three that I've just, that you can see, they're all very, very different with their elements, but they do go together, because you need the indigos, that warriors, to do the changes, so to shift out of that 3D into the 4D and into the 5D world that we are transmuting into. It feels the right word, transmuting into. So it's really, you need that, particularly, what we're going through in 2020. This last year has been amazing with the different, it's like biblical with the things that have happened this year. I would, you can look at, I think about the New Zealand Prime Minister. I don't know if she's indigo, I don't know, or she's crystal, but either way, she's a very special woman who is doing things differently and getting the results as well. So it's a really interesting scenario. So that shift from that 3D to the 5D, it needs that indigo warrior energy. It needs people to step up and be the authority that they need to be outspoken. And then you've got the crystals and the rainbows, and they're really leading the way as to what is acceptable. So again, coming out of the lockdown, when the children go back to school properly, it will be interesting to see, well, do more people actually homeschool? Do these crystal and rainbow children actually feel more comfortable out of school and more and better in a learning environment at home than in a school environment? And that's good. That's a really interesting. And also when you think that, like the reception and year ones are the kids that have gone back. So the children that are these rainbow children in particular, they're the ones that have gone back, to get them back in. So it's quite an interesting when I think about the current situation and these indigo, crystal and rainbow children, the energies that they all bring. It's really, really fascinating. So, Kim says, yes, I'm still like that. I want to change. I want to do things my own way. Yeah, absolutely. And didn't speak till 3. Yeah, so I probably had no need to speak, because the people around you, it could have been a sibling that completely understood. And my brother didn't speak till quite late, because actually I knew what he was saying, and I would just interpret and tell mummy wants this, or mum that, this, that and the other, and he didn't need to, because I knew what he was saying. So it's an interesting that, again, it's that authority. You will be speaking when you are, you will be walking when you are 1, you will be talking when you are 18 months, whatever, or whichever way round it is. It's that authority, it's that box ticking, and that, they don't do that. They'll do things in their own time. Thank you very much. They will not be told that actually they should be walking by now, or actually they should be talking by now, because if you've got no need for it, if you're communicating and getting what you need through other means, why should you have to walk up and get that apple when actually somebody else will bring the apple to you? Interesting. So yeah, that's what I really wanted to talk about today. Where are we on the time? Let me just see. Nearly 10:30. Okay. We'll do a little meditation. So let me know what you think about that, how that fits and resonates. Like I say, well, what I'll do is I have got a video that I recorded a couple of years ago around this subject, so I will share that I'll share the link in the group in this feed here, and I will also share some books that I've read and used as authority in around sort of the learning, shall we say, around that, the indigo, the rainbow and the crystals, because I do find that really, really fascinating. I'm just conscious of time, because so we'll do, just see if there's anything. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We won't do a proper meditation, but I'd like to invite you just to sit quietly, just from everything you've heard. Just sit, ground yourself, close your eyes, and just take a moment. Just think about your energy, and the energy of those that you love. But just be careful on that empath level that you're not picking up on energy. Do yourself first, and do individual people. Don't look at everybody, because energy will just get muddled. And just think, just connect into that energy of that around, the word indigo, the word crystal, the word rainbow, and just feel into it. Does it feel for you? And it might not. You might have some aspects, but you just think, that's not quite me. And again, children as well. And just spend a moment and just feeling for yourself into those energies of indigo, crystal, rainbow, and then maybe your family members. And just allow any words of wisdom to come through. And then just let me know what you got, if you get any connections, if anything feels right, and it might not. It might just be interesting and not resonate completely with you. And again, don't don't limit yourself to the ages, the time scale, because like I say, with this bell curve, there are earlies and there's lates. So it'll just be the energy. You could be an indigo and be born in the 2000s. You can be an indigo. You can be a crystal and be born in 1980. There's always going to be those trailblazers at either end of the spectrum. Seeing if there's anything else I was going to. Kim says fascinating. She saw a waterfall and a white horse. Interesting. So yeah, might be you might just know what they are, or might just feel the energy that you need. Yes, it's just a case of, I think with them, it's just feeling into the energies, and you can do body dowsing to say, you know, am I an indigo? Do I have indigo traits? Do I have crystal traits? Do I have rainbow traits? And I think I've done a video on body dowsing, but if not, let me know, and I can pop it in the space here and get it off YouTube, or upload it and download it, whatever it is. So yeah, there's lots of, I think it's just really interesting to consider these things. It's not something that's spoken a lot about. People are all too easy to put other labels on things that they don't perhaps understand. And actually, when you understand what the indigo energy is, that warrior, that here to change energy, I think it all starts to make a lot more sense. And I find it particularly interesting at the moment. So the 2020, you know, 2020 vision, what's that about? 2020, and how we come out of it. So what will the world be like in 22? What will the world be like in 25? Based on the experiences that we've all had around this. Kim says peaceful, always flowing air. Cleansing as well, isn't it? A waterfall. This is that real natural cleanse and sparkle. It's always good to experience. Lovely. Well, I hope you found that interesting. It's one of my favourite subjects because it's really resonates with me and with my family as well. So, and I find it really helpful. Like I say, I need to get back onto this book, the supporting your sensitive child spiritually. So I'm getting to get back onto that as well. But again, the use of crystals with children is really really a good way to support them as well, particularly crystal children. Any of these children, they will just know, they'll just go and pick up a crystal, and you might think actually you need a rose quartz for calm, and they'll pick up, you know, like a tiger's eye, because actually what they need is the tiger's eye protection at night time, because they're getting nightmares or they're getting visitations. So they will just take the crystal that they know is right for them, regardless of what you think they should get, which is quite interesting. So yeah, the Crystal Club, just on that note, be rude of me not to mention it, is happening in July. It's about if you're interested about learning about crystals, you get 2 paperback books, you get access to all my videos around crystals, pendulums, crystal grids. You get a monthly crystal of the month, supported with a PDF around how you can use them, how to connect to it, meditations, and we do a monthly Q&A. I'm going to use Zoom, because on Zoom we can see face to face, and we can hold up crystals and see what's going on, rather than Facebook, which is just me yapping. So really excited about that. It's £99 for a one-off payment, or you can split that £11 over 12 months. So thank you, Kenneth. So yes, it's really excited to that. So if that's of interest, if you go to romula.co.uk and look at Launching Crystal Club, it is there on the right hand side in the blog area. Also there's, I think I pinned a post on here as well, so have a look at that, see if it resonates with you. The ideas for it are growing all the time, so I'm really, really excited with the Crystal Club. And the first 10 people that sign up, they will get a set of chakras, chakra cleansing stones, chakra balancing stones, and a pendulum as well. We will be looking at pendulums later on, but it just means you've got everything all at once, which is really handy. So there we go. So definitely interesting. That's brilliant. Lovely. Well, I shall leave you all to have a beautiful sunny day. The blue sky is back, thank goodness, after all the rain last week. So yeah, looking forward to the day. My parents are coming over this morning, which will be nice to have a chat with them. Hopefully it won't be too hot. The kids have got the paddling pool out, so all is good in the world. So I wish you all a wonderful day, and I hope you are able to enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine and warmth. Lots of lovely washing on the line to dry, and always a good thing. I shall see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Thursday, and this is our meditation visualization one. So I will have a think about what we will do. We did a crystal connection on Tuesday, so I shall have a think. I'm quite tempted to be to take Kim's waterfall and white horse theme. We might do a unicorn one. I shall have it, I think. And the waterfall will be quite nice if it's a really hot day as well. So I shall wish you all a wonderful day, full of joy, sunshine and blessings, and see you soon. If you've got any questions, tag me or PM me, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Bye.